Ahoy, aspiring sea wolves, welcome to the Pacific. I'm Commander Tyrael, and this is Boat Crew, a single-player action simulation that sees you in command of a PT boat during World War II. Step into the shoes of a skilled naval officer, lead your crew against the formidable Imperial Japanese Navy in the treacherous Solomon Islands campaign. Navigate through enemy-infested waters in your PT boat, sink convoys, raid bases, assist with invasions. You'll need to beg, borrow and steal to gather the essential tools and supplies needed to push the IJN out of the region. Make tough choices and seize every opportunity. Careful preparation, split-second decisions, and knowing when to run can mean the difference between life and death. Customize your boat with powerful weapons and cunningly outmaneuver enemy vessels. Protect your crew at all costs. The early access version of Boat Crew provides a tutorial, challenging situations, and a campaign mode that spans the entire Solomon Islands region, a pivotal battleground during the early stages of the war in the Pacific. So let's jump in and experience a small taste of what these Iron Men endured in their warden boats. If you know my channel, you know that I love PT boats and coastal boats, and Micropros were kind enough to give me a review copy. So let's have some fun and let's take down the IJN in this region. They will remember our name, that's for sure. Before we continue, hit that like button and do your part. We have 2 fish out. One is a shore kill. And we've had a hit. There's a submarine here. Let's sneak through all these shells. Oh, it's a bit dicey. Drop the depth charges. That supply submarine just arrived. And now he's on the bottom. Oh, we've got another one surface. Get the portside tube ready. Fish away. Oh, we've taken a big hit from the deck gun. But that's a good hit. Gotta pick up our sailor, get on board. Oh no, we're dead. Game over, man. Game over. So here we are, the early access of Boat Crew. We've got 3 types of boats that we can use in the campaign. The 81-foot prototype, an early war hull that didn't see combat action. The 80-foot Elco, which is a balanced mid-war design. That's main drawback is to be slightly slower than its peers. And then the 78-footer Higgins, a design best described as high speed, low drag, and my favorite type of PT boat. Let's set up the crew. Alright, seems that we have the CO is a little bit lazy. Forever a layman, he just doesn't care. Going above and beyond is an alien concept to this sailor. I don't think he will be our XO, so we'll take him out. We'll put Ralph Matz in there, who's an orphan acrobat. They've got little stat points that increase depending on what their role is. I don't know if there's any experience earned. We'll soon see. I haven't played enough of the campaign. Go the 2 gunners, Arthur Hickman, and then we'll take a third gunner rather, who will act as a loader. He's adaptive, but he's a little bit more eager than he is smart. Next up, we need a medic, but I'm going to get rid of that guy, and I'm going to get rid of the old XO. Don't need them, disband them, they've got bad traits. Alright, we want a medic. We need another medic. Someone actually specializes in medicine. This guy is lethargic, so we'll skip him. And we'll take Sterling Spears. Now we need repairmen, engineers for the boat. We've got Thomas Muck, who has kids, is furious, and is feather-like, which means he's more likely to be tossed overboard. So we'll take this fellow here who's stubborn and hardened. This guy is hardened and gentle, so we'll take him as a loader to be a backup medic. We don't really want to swap them around. Alright, like that. And finally we need one more engineer. There aren't very many ones to choose from. They're all feather-like. Men of slight stature. In my last attempt at playing this, a lot of my men got tossed overboard by gunfire. Alright, here we are, our first boat. Let's set out the camo scheme to my liking. We're going to be fighting a jungle war, so let's choose a more appropriate camouflage. Now we've got a certain budget of 6,200 requisition points to spend, so we need to set up our supplies first before we arm the boat. The boat's only got Lewis guns at the moment, but it's important that we take some ammunition. So we'll take 16 cases of ammunition on the middle deck center. We will take repair kits on the portside deck, and we will take medikits on the starboard side. Right, that will leave us some funds for weapons. Being a torpedo boat, I know that there are submarines. I would like to hunt more, so we'll take some depth charges. The Mark 13 torpedoes are the only ones we can afford, but there is a huge variety with varying different capabilities that we'll get to see over the course of the campaign. This is just a first look. If you guys are interested and want to see more of this, I will make a series, but for now, this is just a first look video. We're going to get rid of the Lewis guns and try and replace them with the 30mm M1919s, which are a much better gun than the Lewis gun. But we don't have enough to have two on each side, so we will probably have to reduce our ammunition. That means that we will not be able to sustain fights for as long, and we will need to return to home base more often, or find a tender ship. But now we have matching 30 cal all around. Crew loadout, we've already done the camo. We'll do crew loadout is where you can set up the costumes, their equipment, their weaponry. But for now, because these guys are loaders, we'll give them some armor and a helmet each. The crew are set up. I won't put you through all that. You're now in one of the largest fronts in the history of naval warfare, Captain, commanding a PT boat among many in a fight for the Solomon Islands. Raid enemy supply convoys, intercept enemy patrols, join landing operations, or protect allied bases against them. So it is Sunday the 9th of August, 12:30 PM, and we have the entirety of the Solomon Islands to try and take back from the Japanese. We won't be doing it alone, but for now we start out as a solitary PT boat and her crew. Let's head over to Savo Island, because the Battle of Savo Island should be underway or soon to take effect. You've got radar, you've got transmissions, you've got squadrons and things that you can call in. You can call for reinforcements once you have enough supplies. We've spent most of our supplies on the boat itself, but we should be able to fight a wide range of targets despite not having a main gun. I would like to put a 20mm Oerlikon on the back at some stage. Minimum. A Bofors would be nice. We've arrived at Savo Island and we've just observed them. We've seen that it's got a fairly strong garrison, but the defenses are light. So easy enough for us to take out. Approaching the island. Can't see any contacts at the moment, but looks like a watchtower, so we'll use the binos to zoom in. So watchtower position. A couple of AA positions on the beach. So our job is to get in there and cause as much chaos and damage to the island garrison as we can. And if we do enough damage, the Allies will respond by sending an assault wave to take over the island. The Japanese will reinforce their positions and send supply convoys and that sort of thing. So it's a bit of tit for tat, and where you put your power is how the war effort will sort of unfold. Lots of positions on this beach, so what we will do is we'll approach from the southern end and work our way up the beach, so we're not taking concentrated fire from both sides. Trying not to overheat the boat, just full ahead for now. Because we only have the 30 mils, we have to get within fairly close range to fight. That inner ring on the mini-map is the range of our secondary weapons. If we had a primary weapon, we'd be able to shoot further than this. That does put our boat at some risk. But for now, I would like to fight a varied array of targets. And I want to really damage the Japanese supply submarines if I can find them. That's one of the main ways they reinforce their bases. So if you can put a cap on them, you should be able to earn some good requisition in as well. So the crew are making short work of these positions here with the 30 mil. My job is to steer the boat and designate targets, call in reinforcements where needed. And while the graphics aren't amazing, I think they've got a certain charm, and it definitely, if it was any better in graphics, it would have to be a very high rating in terms of audience. Because the gunfire can be pretty brutal and your guys go flying everywhere, fall in the water and drown. One can only imagine what it was like for the guys in real life. And I'm glad that I get to actually patrol the waters of the Pacific. They didn't really give us much threat at all, this base. We could call in airstrikes from Wildcats if we wanted to, armed with various armaments, bombs and things like that. You can call in artillery strikes and you can buy other support powers. I think that's enough. We won't go all the way up the beach. We'll just retreat from battle now. We've done a fair amount of damage to the garrison and their defenses. So we come back to the minimap, and that base of Savo has decreased somewhat. News of a successful operation has reached headquarters and they're going to send an assault. We reduced the garrison by 17 points. We used up a lot of our supplies in terms of ammunition, so we'll head back to base for a restock. Don't have any resources to do anything, so we'll come back to the main map. And as you can see now, there is a strike force on its way to Savo Island, so we might head out and intercept them and join them for the invasion. Turn the radar on intermittently to try and find any task forces that might be skirting around. It is heading into the evening. 8 o'clock on the 9th of August 1942. There it is. Stop. Turn the radar off. We found the task force on their way to Savo Island, so we can accompany them. They're heading at night, so they shouldn't be attacked by aircraft. Let's head out to this base here and do a little bit of a scouting mission and see what we're up against. Trying to keep active intel of the bases around our position. We are sort of surrounded, and we would like to sort of open up a passageway that's safe from the Japanese to Savo Island if we can. Ooh, there are 3 supply submarines here, but a moderate base defense. Now, we're not going to attack the main base itself because we will probably get pummeled to oblivion, but I would like to sneak in and kill one of these submarines here if we can find them. We have depth charges, so we have enough to kill 2 submarines if we can find them. There's heavy AA on the beach. So far the crew is in good stead. We haven't really taken much in the way of combat, but things can get hairy very fast. Attacking at night, probably the best idea against a heavily fortified position like this one. Boat's looking good. Alright, Sub's come into range now on the minimap, but he must be under the surface. So we'll prepare the depth charges. We're going to run in, dump a depth charge, and get out before the whole base lights us up. They still haven't spotted us, which is a good thing. the amount of cannon fire that will come shooting at us is probably going to be very, very intense. We've got company. Signal flare's gone up. We've been spotted. Uh-oh. Coastal batteries have opened up. And we need to try and... There's the submarine there. Right against the dock, so we'll come in. Drop a depth charge. Oh, we've taken a hit. Oh, we've taken another hit. Drop the depth charge. Let's get out of here. I think that'll work. Yep, depth charge has detonated. But I have just... Oh, we lost a man. I've just realized we also lost the XO. The XO is somewhere back there. He's fallen off the boat. It looks like we've lost one of the engineers too, but he's coming back on. We're going to have to head back into the base to find our executive officer. Where did he go? Got to try and weave our way through the fire. Some of the crew took some damage. We're using medikits now to heal them back up. Still no sight of our executive officer. Pretty sure he has a life jacket on, so should be okay for a while. But we don't want to leave him here for the Japanese. Where did he go? Oh, we just lost a bunch more men overboard. And this is why I didn't really want to bring anyone with lightweight or feather-like. Just to try and minimize that risk. So we've got 2 men swimming back to the boat. We still have a third out there somewhere in the water. Hull's taking damage. There's still 1 left. We still haven't found the XO. Where are you, sir? We're going to have to leave you behind otherwise. Anyone spot him? We're just going to stop and see if he can swim to the boat. There he is. There he is. Get on board. Flank ahead. Flank ahead. We need to get out of here. Oh, we're taking damage on the port side hull. The boat's taken a lot of damage, but we've managed to sink a Japanese submarine in the dead of night. We managed to recover the XO and everyone else that fell over in the process of rescuing him. We did use all of our repair kits. We took a lot of damage to the boat, remembering that this is a wooden boat. It is not a warship. Alright. Once we get far enough away, we'll be able to retreat, which is now. So despite that, that was successful. We managed to collect 400 resources, which is good. We destroyed 1 supply submarine. And we scouted a new city. A new naval base. So I will not re-engage. It's as tempting as it is to try and kill another submarine. We don't have much supplies left, so we need to retreat before dawn anyway. We should make it back to Tulagi before dawn. And once we've restocked... Oh, the Battle of Savo Island has started. We might just head straight there. Usually there's a supply ship with these attacks, and we can resupply off the tender. Coming in. They have more defenses than our attack. There's some supply submarines have arrived. 5 supply submarines. Just as our attack started, so they shored up the defenses. But the supply team is still here, and we are fitted out for anti-submarine warfare, so that's going to be our main role today. We don't care so much about attacking Savo Island. We've got enough of an attack force here to do that. We just want to get these supply submarines and try and cut off the logistics. Come up alongside this tender, collect some more kits as well as weaponry. Takes a few moments for it all to reload. Stay a little bit longer and let the crew top up what's in their hands too. Alright, let's go flank ahead to try and grab these submarines. They've been spotted ahead. There's 3 in a line and 2 at the dock by the look of it. So we can depth charge at least 2. Head back to the tender, grab some depth charges, I dare say they will all surface, so they tend to when you attack them. Alright. Coastal defenses have spotted our attack. Whoa! Almost capsized. We've overheated the engine with the prop out of the water, overspin. This guy will launch a fish at him. We've taken some hits. I think we lost a man overboard again. We lost the helmsman. We lost the CO's overboard. There's no one on the helm. Get someone on the helm. Where is the CO? That must have been a solid hit to the bridge. The CO he's climbed back on board. He's heading back to his station. I could have jumped someone else on the helm, but there's no point. It wasn't super dangerous. The fleet took out the other submarine that surfaced. Now we need to collect some more depth charges to try and hit that other submarine, the other two that are at the pier. Lots of requisition. Making a name for ourselves as the submarine task force. Stacking up the weapons again. The fleet's trying to stay outside of range of the coastal defenses. I'm wondering if they're waiting for me to attack them too. Alright, we're being lit up. We need to take a careful line here to try and get both of these guys. Starboard off. Can we get the port side one around too? Yes, success. Alright, we'll attack the island now as we run away. Need to try and take some cover. There's a lot of fire. Get behind this little dock. Maybe they'll stop shooting at us. Reverse up. We've called in the Dauntless to try and bomb these positions. Right, we managed to take down all 5 supply subs. Got 2 air wings, the Wildcats and the Dauntless, that will attack every position on the island now for us. Fantastic. I don't think we need to stay. I think the boys have got it under wraps. The landing craft will be there on the island soon. We'll grab some more supplies because we used all of our repair kits very quickly. And then we'll head out and see what else mischief we can find. Despite losing a few men overboard, we're doing okay. And that's why I gave a lot of them life jackets this time. Make sure that the guys that are walking around the deck are either armored or protected against the elements. Okay, we're fully stocked. We can head out. A couple of the boats have crashed into each other. Alright, 5:30 AM, the 10th of August, 1942. Let's head out towards... let's head... Let's go and spend the money we earned. That's a good idea. They'll keep fighting at Savo. We managed to destroy most of those supplies they were bringing in. What kind of mischief can we cause for 2,400 points? Can we put a big gun? No, we need a fair amount more for a main gun. Let's try a utility weapon. A mortar? M2 mortar. We haven't really been attacking ground positions too much. I don't want to make that a huge thing. Let's have a look at the rockets. Because the Devil boats and their 5-inch rockets are quite powerful. But all we can afford is the Mark 20 Mousetrap, which is the American counterpart to the Revolutionary Hedgehog anti-submarine depth charge launchers. That's perfect for what we've been doing. Going to harass those subs now. Depth charges, torpedoes, and hedgehogs or mousetraps. Pretty happy with that. Still got a little bit of change left over. And the crew are all looking good. Everyone's still got their life jackets. The XO who went for a swim, I'll keep him in his assault jacket because I don't want him to die. I'd rather him have armor. I mean, if he gets blown off the boat again, you saw we didn't get very far. Let's head back towards Savo. Hopefully this battle wraps up. There are no Japanese reinforcements. There's only a small garrison left. Yeah, we won't participate in that. They're wrapping that up. Let's move on. Make sure no one's coming in to help. Let's head over to Pavuvu. We'll just scout the area and see if there are any convoys coming in. It is the middle of the day. And no doubt this place is pretty fortified. So what do you think? Do you want to see more? I certainly want to play it more. Let me know. As we scout Pavuvu to see what kind of fortifications are here, it looks quite strong. 32 plus lots of little yellow pips. I think that indicates defenses. Let's have a look. Yeah, moderate base defenses, but no ships. Let's head back. I really want Battle of Savo to wrap up. Let's head northeast towards Sidu. Radar on, no sight of contacts. We're heading into the late afternoon. Supply submarines have arrived at Savo. Again, the Japanese defenses have been shored up. So we're going to go and kill some more subs. 6 of them this time. They really don't want to lose this island. Now we have the mousetraps too, so we'll be able to do even more damage to these submarines. Okay, so there's no aiming. It's just straight trajectory, and it's probably based on your speed. So when we hit flank ahead, let's see if we can shoot them further. Little red aiming dot on the minimap. Getting in close. He's not moving. Yeah, as we increase speed, it projects them further. So let's fire, 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 fire. That's all of them gone. Let's wait for the big bang. Reloaded. And fire more off. She's surfaced. Get ready to launch a fish. Oh, I missed the button. We lost our loader. Our loader's been critically injured. Medics are looking after him. Submarine is down. Second fish is out, but there's no need to fire that one. That was the one I was meant to fire before. This game you have to hold the button to fire your secondaries, and I just have that War Thunder muscle memory of tapping it. Alright, we've got more here on the docks. Let's throw some mousetraps at them. We've got the fleet support to help us kill them. Leo Maitland took a lot of damage. The loader on the front deck, he was probably loading the mousetraps when he got hit by that deck gun. Fire the fish early for when they surface. Hits on the sub. Oh man, those deck guns just shatter your crew. We lost 3 men overboard then. Oh my god, we just lost the XO, we've lost the CO, we've lost everybody. Get back on the boat. The fleet needs to help us. Oh, everyone just got hit by the deck gun as they were climbing up the stern of the ship, stern of the boat. Oh, it's a comedy of errors. Our boat's sinking. What do I do? Get on repair. Get onto medics. We need to give some medical. Oh no, the CO's just died. CO's died. The medic's about to die. The XO's about to die. People drowning. I think we've taken 5 casualties. Leo Maitland and Spears have come back, and their injuries are too great. Leo's been pulled back from the brink, but Sterling Spears is in a bad shape. We've got no medikits. Got enough repair kits to keep the boat from sinking. We almost lost the boat. Sterling is... he just can't hold on. We have no medical kits. I wish the tender would come over here. We need to get somebody back on the helm. We've lost our commanding officer and our executive officer. Sterling Spears. They're trying to revive him, but it's just not working. We've got no medical supplies and no one's a medic. It's all over for Sterling. He fought valiantly to try and hold on to life. We need to get over to the tender. This boat is in bad shape. The crew are in bad shape. That went horribly wrong. We were overconfident. Those deck guns are more powerful than I anticipated, and maybe using the mousetrap wasn't a great idea. I think we needed more firepower ready to take the subs down when they came up. I was better off just using the depth charges. So my cockiness in command has got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men killed. 3 bodies are still floating in the tepid waters of the Pacific. Where are they? Our first casualties of this war. The leadership of the boat dead. Leo Maitland, after taking an injury, stepped up to the plate and is now manning the helm. Whereas Muck and Hickman are trying to pick up the pieces. These poor guys. We can't I don't know if we can recover their bodies. But we just have to wait until the boat's in a bit better condition before we head home. Sad day. Sad day for the Mosquito fleet. So we lost 60% of the boat crew, including the leadership. And we need to head back to Tulagi. We managed to break the back of the attack, but we nearly very well lost the boat. We lost experienced crewmen. We were only in the Pacific for a whole 24 hours. Despite seemingly success, we now have no one left. So we're going to have to give a battlefield promotion to a few guys. And we're going to have to bring in the reserve crew. What to do? Do I even have any more? I dismissed the other officer that was a lazy layabout. So we don't actually have any lieutenants to command the ship. Alright, so Herbert Mendoza will be our new XO, despite not holding the rank, despite being a seaman's apprentice. Who will be the helmsman? We don't have any experienced leadership available. So Francis Vittori, the hardened but gentle medic. He's been upgraded to helmsman for now until we can get more leadership back from the United States. Paul Higgins, our other medic, will have to be the loader. We'll only run one loader, so we'll have to be much more careful in operations going forward. We do have 1,100 requisition points to spend. So it might be a good time to bring in an extra boat to accompany us through the hard fights until we get more crew at least. Let's head north to Sidhu like I had originally planned. Let's see if we can find a minor fight. We don't want to participate in anything too crazy. We'll scout out this place. Creep in a little bit closer. It is late at night, so if there is an opportunity, we will attack the base. Once this place is observed, ticking over to the Tuesday the 11th of August, we've found supply subs again. There's no sign of them, but I can now see them on the minimap. So it was just perseverance. Keep looking until they show up. About 5 minutes of sailing, but they were definitely here. Ready with the mousetrap. Like, this nearly got us killed last time. It might do the same again. We'll space the volley out, try and get them both to surface, and as they do, I might hit them with a depth charge. We're very close to this one. Let's run up alongside with a depth charge. Oh, the deck gun is so powerful. We've lost all the crew again. We lost the helmsman. Our inexperienced helmsman has been blown off the boat. We're going to need to get someone else on board. Anyone close? We've got 2 men in the water. Yeah, I don't think the mousetrap is a good idea when you're a lone boat against submarines. The deck gun is so powerful you can't afford to lose your crew. Fortunately, he has no angle to attack us from astern with his deck gun, so we can run up behind him and shoot him to pieces now. Assuming he doesn't take a turn to starboard or port. Alright, we're looking good. Everyone's back at their stations. Except this fellow. Get back on the gun. Much faster than the submarine is. It looks like he might turn to fight us in a moment. Let's see if we can hit him with a torpedo. Target him up. Get the 30 cals open. Pierce through the light skin of this submersible. Fish away. Running slightly ahead of his... Yep, he's turning. Turning to bring the gun to bear. But looks like our machine gun fire is going to sink him. And a humiliating torpedo hit to finish the fight. Let's go and collect his supplies. Fortunately, no one was killed. Damage wasn't too bad. We did have to use all of our repair kits again. Since we don't have enough crew, I'm going to bring another boat in our squadron. Let's head out here and see if we can intercept someone coming into Pavuvu. Radar on. No sign. Oh, we've got a task force leaving Pavuvu. It's a supply raid, a coastal tanker, 2 sub-chasers and 8 torpedo boats. Okay, so the boat that's with us in our squadron has a 20mm Oerlikon cannon on the rear. So he's going to be able to provide a fair amount of fire support against the torpedo boats. And if we take too much fire, we can retreat and fall in behind him. Let him take some of that fire. There's a lot of boats up ahead. A lot of small Japanese coastal craft, a couple of sub-chasers, and then their escort, what they're escorting is a tanker. The tankers have a large cannon, like the submarines, but they also have smaller autocannons once you get close to them, so you really do need to hit them with torpedoes to stay alive, or with a large caliber main gun, like a Bofors. Alright, they've detected us now. Their fleet's gone live. Let's designate all the targets. We're going to try and maintain our distance from the rest of the fleet. We just want what we can shoot at immediately to fight us, and then nothing else. A little bit of extra firepower from the squadron boat is really helping. Staying in a nice formation with us. Let's move in faster. We'll engage these two here. Trying to keep the sub-chasers for last because they have a fair amount of firepower. Trying to stay in front of them. We don't want to get encircled. Alright, 2 more. And then we can engage the sub-chasers. Nice overlap there with our squadron boat. Okay, now we can engage the sub-chasers, and then if we can kill these without taking too much damage, there's one more PT boat there as well. we'll be able to line up for a torpedo strike on the tanker. We haven't seen any aerial assets from the Japanese yet. My last game I was swarmed with Zeros and Bettys and Key 45s non-stop. Alright, staying out of range, we took a fair amount of damage from that sub-chaser. Trying to let our squadron boat draw some of that fire for a moment, and then swap sides so the undamaged side can be presented to the enemy. Alright, the tanker's engaged with his deck gun. Now we need to try and set up a nice line to get his guy. We've only got straight running torpedoes, so it's all Mark 1 eyeball. Trying to increase the angle a little bit here. And once we're about 45 degrees, I'll launch one ahead of his bow. There's no lead indicator, so you've just got to do it all by judging. And I think that's about a good line. So we'll get a little bit closer and then fire the port side torpedo. Fish away. If he stays on that course and heading, that should hit him. Pretty accurate with his deck gun. He's just hit us there on the nose, but no worries. How's our torpedo looking? It's going to hit directly amidships. Great, just below the bridge. Couldn't have done that any better if I tried, I don't think. Great. That's our first supply ship sunk. Let's see what kind of money we get from this. The goal now is to upgrade to a main weapon. And also to get some more experienced crew on board. We're still missing a few men. But I think that's a good place to leave this first look at Boat Crew. If you've enjoyed the video and would like to see more, let me know about down below. Tell me what you've liked about it, because I'm definitely going to keep playing it and watch as the development continues. But for now, this trial campaign, it's fun. It's engaging, and I have enjoyed my time with it. Yeah, let's put the squadron boat away. We'll keep that one. That cost a lot, so we don't want to lose him. Anyway, until next time, in the Pacific, Commander Tyrael out.